Hello, welcome back to Minivan Camper Gal. Today I am redoing my build. Okay, so I'm not really redoing my build, but I'm trying to see if I can make this work for two people. Just super temporarily and pretty low key. I don't even think I've spent $200. I bought a sheet of plywood and a 2x4 and a roll of carpet, like outdoor carpet. And that's all I've got into it so far. So originally I built it this way because I thought it would be really easy to sort of take apart and stack up and still have some room in here. But I'm not sure that's really the case. But basically these are sort of just little drop-in bolts that drop into the 2x4. So I don't know if you can see it under here, but I've got these 2x4s are screwed together and they've each got a little hole for the bolt that goes in and just drops in there. The legs are permanently screwed on this backboard. So theoretically I should be able to stack the boards up onto each other, but it's a little more difficult than I thought it would be. The video I copied it off of, I'll post it down below. But she did just 2 boards. And if you're doing this, that's what I recommend. Don't do 3. I thought 3 will give me a lot more room because I can stack it up and it won't take up the whole back with the boards. But 3 is just more legs, more bolts, and more difficulty to get it level. So that didn't quite work out the way I wanted. But I think since it's such a short time, I'm just basically doing this for a weekend. The good thing about the small boards is they're more manageable than a whole half sheet would be. So I can get them and carry them and take them in and out of the car. So my water, I have about a half a gallon of a cube under here that kind of smashes down. And then I have 2.5 gallons of drinking water that I can hook up to my water pump. But I'm going to see if I can make a holder for my water pump, and I'm going to glue some carpet on here. And then for storage, food, stuff like that, I think I'm just going to stuff bags underneath the platform here. So that's my quick and easy plan to see if maybe I can fit 2 in here. I really love these razor blades that you can get. They just come like this, and they cut everything so well. This is what I recommend if you ever try the cardboard, paper mache stuff. You can cut through it so easily. Let's see if it works on the carpet. It's a hot one today. It's about 96 degrees, and it's early morning, so it's gonna get about 15 degrees hotter. Oh, this works great on this carpet. Just cuts through like butter. Don't have to worry about ruining your scissors. Just throw this one away after you go through a couple cuts. Perfect. Isn't it nice when things are a little easier than you thought it would be? Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's very nice. So I decided to use a staple gun instead of glue, and it's worked so far so good. It's just so hot in here. Just trying whatever I can to be done soon. My camera, I think, is just about to shut off from heat. My phone already has. So I've been traveling almost every weekend. I basically come home for a couple days, 1 or 2 days, and then I'm out again. And it's been great getting out of the heat. But the days I'm in town, I have to work and do whatever's needed on the car, supplies, stuff like that. So it's kind of a crazy couple days in town. Oh, and I have to keep this little bolt accessible so that I can get it in and out here. I'm telling you, razor blades, I cut everything with them. right, well that classed it up a lot. Okay, let's see if I can show you how it's really supposed to work and the benefits of having a platform like this. We'll see if it works. And now, this is just a flat piece of wood now. I wonder if I should slide it on the fabric so that it doesn't get splinters in the fabric. Okay. 1, 2. 3, 4. Ta-da! So, maybe it's not that difficult. I don't know. I'm not sure when I would put it up though. You know, I think if I go for the weekend, it's probably just going to stay in bed mode. I mean, you can kind of sort of sit if you're small, but you could get to stuff underneath a little bit better. I don't know. But I think if you have the seats in and you can put the seats down and then just put this over, it's an easy build to like put in and out, I think. Kind of have a lot of legs when you do 3 pieces though. So I've got them labeled passenger 1, passenger 2, driver 1, driver 2. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set this back up and see if I can fill it up for a weekend trip. So for me, when I think about must-haves, running water is something that really makes a difference for me. I can brush my teeth, I can wash my hands, I can fill up my water bottle. So I'm trying to see if I can rig up some sort of water holder. So I took my panel off of the side here, and there's a whole bunch of hidden space in there, which is awesome. But there's also some bolts sticking out that I could attach something to. There's also some holes that I could stick a bolt through. So just trying to come up with something really simple that will hold a drinking water pump and a tap water pump. Okay, I think something like that will work. Got it kind of hanging on the bolt there. Perfect. And I'll just make a little hole in the bottom for my hose, and that one will be good to go. So that'll be my drinking water. Alright, great. I have a second holder. So one will go there, one will go there. I think I will have to paper mache them though, because this one's a little flimsy. So a quick little paper mache project and that'll be good. So just mix up some Titebond with a tiny bit of water, tear up some paper from something like this, maybe red rosin paper or craft paper. Soak the paper and start laying it on. So my cushions here are from the old van and they're a little too big. So I'm going to take a bread knife. This is a 4-inch mattress from IKEA that I have cut up. I should probably measure this. That'd probably be the smarter way to go. Okay. The cover is a little big now, but that's okay. This is forever the wheel well cushion. Whatever vehicle I'm in from here on out. Will she fit? Perfect. A little wrinkly, but alright. We've got a bed. It's always tough to tell if it's perfectly level, but I think it is. You can always find out because you wake up with a crick in your back. But I think it's pretty good. It's level on all the blocks anyway, so that's a pretty good sign. Yay! Alright guys, I think I'm finished with my two-person build. I'm about ready to hit the road. I've got our two bikes on the back here, and voila! A bed for two-ish. My sink just fit perfectly here. It's kind of wedged up with the cushions. I've got tap water and spring water for a water bottle. Two different water containers. One lives right under the sink and one lives under the bed. I've got Starlink smushed in there. These are my little holders that I made for my water. Quick and easy. I also paper mache'd this little cover here because there's a whole bunch of electrical stuff under here that I don't want to get snagged. So that's just there to kind of protect that a little bit. Underneath here is where everything else is stored. Here's my pots and pans, my cooking stuff, our bike helmets. All my electrical is up here in the front, up underneath the board there. So the idea is that each person's things are under their own side of the bed here. So this is admittedly very, very cramped for two people, but you could do it, especially if you're camping and you're gonna have a tent, you're gonna be able to be outside, have a little bathroom tent set up, all of those things. Then I think something like this could work for two people. And it took me less than a day to build, and I don't know, less than $200 I think. So there you go, a two-person, quick and easy, very minimalistic camper build for two. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't heard yet, I wrote a book and it's on Amazon. So go check it out. It's called Car Camp the USA by Minivan Camper Gal. Alright guys, see you on the next one.